Hey, this is Mike with Christian Meds. This week we're going to talk about clean water and how important it is for your body. Let's get started. Putting clean water in your body is probably one of the most important steps in having good health. In general, our bodies are made up of over 80% water. That makes our brain, that makes all of our muscles and cells, that makes our blood is mainly water, and also even our lungs are mainly water. Yeah, water is actually even more important than food. We can go weeks without food, but we can only go days without water. Water is needed for our body to break down all the nutrients and allow us to actually regenerate. Is really, sleep is important, but water is part of what needs to have in your body to allow all the mechanisms and all the hormones that you have to properly produce what it needs to rebuild. It doesn't only rebuild, it also removes toxins, lubricates your joints, it keeps your skin soft and allows it to be flexible. All that is caused due to water within your system and your perspiration through your pores. Yeah, there's lots of ailments that, lots of people have that actually would be reduced even if they just increase their water supply. In other words, things like arthritis, because that's basically your joints not being lubricated is part of what causes arthritis. It causes it over time. Now, can you reverse arthritis with water? No, but you can. It certainly doesn't hurt to make sure that you have enough water and that you're lubricating your joints throughout your whole life, which then basically can stave off things like arthritis. When it comes to water, it also allows your whole digestive tract to work properly, including, not being constipated, things like that. Basically water is a lubricant that your whole body needs from top to bottom, all the way from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes. Your whole circulatory system, your whole cognitory system, in other words, the way your brain works. All these things, were designed by God, and they allow, clean water allows them to function in the manner that God designed them to do. So many times we get distracted, trying to think of all these different, new pills or remedies or vitamins and this, that, and the other thing, but we forget about water. Water is so important when it comes to, longevity of life and us to just perform optimally. Whenever, somebody exercises, usually the first thing they do is they go get water or some sort of, pre-workout to allow their body to regenerate. And the majority of what your body needs is just clean water. Now when it comes to soda doesn't count as water. There's so many chemicals and sugar in that it actually negates what the water can do. When it comes to teas and coffee, they're much better to drink than it is sodas. But really just straight out clean water is probably the best. When it comes down to how many glasses you should drink per day, well, somebody arbitrarily chose 8. Really, you need to drink when you're thirsty. And so when you're thirsty, and sometimes it appears as hunger. It's very interesting how your body kind of does this. Sometimes when you're hungry, you actually are just thirsty. And if you drink a big glass of water and then wait 15 minutes and see if your hunger goes away, or, if it doesn't, then go ahead and eat. people just forget completely about drinking water, for hours and hours. Drinking water should be a staple in your life if you want good quality health. Yeah, people are also realizing now that even drinking water can help with high blood pressure. When it comes to all these different things, these things that, are chronic throughout our societies right now, like high blood pressure, diabetes, all these things, it's not a cure-all, but it becomes additive when you add clean water to your regimen of what you're putting in your body every day. It actually does help flush out so many toxins and helps you just repair. You're giving your body what it needs to repair itself. God has created us as amazing physical beings. The body that He's given us is a temple of the Holy Spirit, and we need to treat it with the love and respect that we're supposed to. And part of that is just giving it what it needs. And it just logically makes sense that if we're 80% water, that putting clean water into your system, it's just so valuable. So these are just my thoughts this week. I hope you have a pleasant week. Hope you're staying safe. And God's blessing you in many, many powerful ways.